EGM Network.
Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hello, and welcome to the show. We're so glad you could be here with us today. It's a steamy summertime. It's almost August here in Vero Beach. I always talk about Vero Beach. It's not about selling condos and homes. It's about lifestyle. And it really is. We have a very unique lifestyle in this town. And one of the things from a summertime, we have seasons, right? We have the season when all of our people from up north, they call them snowbirds sometimes, are down here and the place is packed and everything's hopping and it's really got a lot of energy. And then in the summertime, it's another season for us. But those of us who live here year round, I personally love it. I love looking at the beach. It looks like the Caribbean. Restaurants aren't as full as they used to be, so you can get into all your favorite restaurants, which are still open over the summertime, and definitely get out and patronize them because it's a slow season for them. But we've got somebody in the studio today who is also kind of dialed into that lifestyle, and he is actually from Vero Beach, but he's quite the worldwide gentleman. Been around the world and lived in a lot of places, but he's chosen Vero Beach as currently as the place where he's doing his creative work. Talking about what's going on around town, I wanted to mention Citrus Grill House. They sponsor our beverage. We always love Citrus Grill House. Today, I'm early on the beverage, but not meaning drinking it. I mean announcing it. But they're doing a wine dinner tomorrow night. And so that's Wednesday night. When you play on Sunday, when you guys see it on Sunday, it will have passed. But you need to stay up on what's going on over there because they've got an Argyle Winery. It's a Willamette Valley, a lot of Pinot Noirs that they serve. It's 4 courses. And I was talking to Chef today about the beverage that we were going to serve. And I was like, what do you got? And he's like, well, the starter's going to be a crab meat. I've like gotten just a little bit that I can remember. It's crab meat and lemon aioli and avocado. And of course, that's going to be served with bubbles. And then the next course is risotto of some kind. And he's my favorite risotto in town. I'm just saying, I just love it. I love the way he cooks it. It's amazing. I can't remember, Chef, what was in it. The main course, the third course is a short rib course, which it's just so tender and all the goodies that go along with that. And then he's made some kind of dessert is a chocolate cup that he made. And then there's going to be some mousse in there. And there's going to be something on top of that. So it's fabulous. I don't know if they have any openings left. I hate to tell you about it, but I wanted to just tell you how fabulous things are going over there and what he's doing. And it's summertime. So it's, people are still getting creative out there. All right. So that's going to be our buzzword for today is creativity and Vero Beach and something like that you wouldn't expect in our teeny little town, but really it is that top notch. The Environmental Learning Center is doing some really cool stuff. This is my environmental piece for the day. But they do guided kayak excursions, okay? So in August, they're doing the 7th, the 9th, the 21, 22, and 30. So, or you could actually call by appointment. So if you have, say you got family in town or guests in town and you can't do that slot, call them and they'll put together something for you privately, which is really great. Of course, all your money's going to the ELC, which is an amazing organization that does so much for the Indian River Lagoon. And again, lifestyle, we need that lagoon. We need it good and healthy. We need all the things that they're doing out there to keep it healthy. And all of us are doing our parts by, getting the new septic systems, not using the fertilizers on our grasses, all the runoff, that kind of thing. And I think people are aware of that in Vero. We have a small town and, sometimes they say it's really hard to steer a ship, to turn it. But I feel like in this town, we have so many people who are seriously invested in it that it's easy to do, to get that ship to turn a little bit. And we are. And one of those projects that I saw that they were doing there too is a mangrove workshop and an oyster mat construction. So you can go up there, and the mat, they showed a picture of it. It's basically a big screen like this, and they hang oyster shells on it. And they lay that on the ground, and then the grasses grow through it, and things. Then it creates an environment which is healthier, and then it brings more fish to them and more animals and things, and that's all good. But, there was one article that just today. The Indian River County is planting seagrass in the Indian River Lagoon, which is an integral part of the health. So again, this is kind of the seagrass, the mats, but this is scientists, they're seeing, actually, this is what I was talking about. They're seeing some sparse areas where it's actually growing back. And that is a really good thing, people. That means we've started to do the right things, because this is really what it needs. And now they're planting more grass. They're doing the mats. They're planting the grass, and then they cover them up with some like a cage. So, and keeping them clean and free and making sure, and then it speeds up the health of the lagoon. I just think it's fantastic. I want to get this gal, the article's in the paper today, and I want to get her on the show, because I think what they're doing is really, really phenomenal. I love that. Okay, so Citrus Grill House, real quick, let's talk about our beverage. We've got now we were told it's a Tom Collins. So I don't know what's in a Tom Collins.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Cindy, can you tell us what's in a Tom
It's gin and sour mix, and then usually they top it with soda.
Club soda.
Yeah.
That's what we had.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. Gin and sour mix and
I'm
club
sure
soda.
he's got a homemade sour mix, too.
Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah,
I don't know what they do, but it's delicious.
Yeah, they're good. That used to be one of my beverages of choice. I don't
Really?
Yeah. I love Tom Collins, especially in the summertime. But you got to have the homemade sour mix.
And you know what? Whatever gin he picked, because I don't.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't like that old Bombay stuff that your mom used to have in the back of the cabinet. That you like swear you're going to try that, and you're like, oh God, I don't even need to drink if that's what I got to drink. I forget it. I was like, no.
Yeah, now they've gotten. I don't want to use the word bougie, but now they've gotten ones where you can taste all the different aromatics and whatever.
Right.
That's what I love about gin.
Yeah.
I do.
Yes.
Yeah. Small batch gins.
Yeah. I think it's Hendrix is the one he likes to use for something. Yeah,
I like Ford's gin now, but it's just one of those,
okay,
throw out a name.
We'll have to get a drink in here that's got your gin in it.
Yeah.
So, listen, on to our guest. We have a gentleman in the house. He is one of my favorite people that I've met in Vero Beach, Florida. He is always on the cutting edge of what is cool in Vero Beach, super creative, talking about lifestyle. This man is lifestyle in Vero Beach. Let's introduce Chris Foster. Welcome. Hi, Chris.
Hey.
I'm so glad that you're here today. You've got a lot of exciting things going on. The way that we met was through M Bakery.
Yes.
Okay, so M Bakery is a European-inspired bakery that creates a variety of pastries, quiches, and sandwiches that are made fresh daily. They offer a selection of plant-based and gluten-free options, just so you know. It's located on the corner of A1A and 17th Street. That's right behind Hazel House off A1A, and that right there in that location. You may have seen the Airstream back there and wondered what the heck's going on back there. Tell us about that location, and you've got some interesting news for us today.
Yes. So over a year ago, Kirsten Kennedy and Tom Core came to me. We had an idea. They wanted to have some kind of food, and at the time we were at another location doing very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
And so we thought, let's put an Airstream back there, turn those old tellers into a little cafe, and it has been incredible. We've created this really incredible family there, people that just show up for us. Now it's the summer, hot, but people are still coming, supporting us. We have the best coffee in town,
yes,
and I certainly believe we have the best pastries. But it's just been a breeding ground of collaborations. People are coming, making deals. It's a beautiful place to be. We're so grateful to have had that spot. But in about 30 days, we are opening the new location, which is right next to Labels Clothing.
Oh, yes.
And, having the Airstream, we're limited on the amount of pastries that we can have, but this will be able to offer our full line of pastries. David Mott of New York have designed a space so it would be unlike anything that anyone's seen in this town. And we will be having a tapas experience at night, Italian tapas, with a collaboration with a friend who helped start a Italian restaurant in New York City that was rated the 5th top Italian restaurant in the world.
Wow. That's
so I'm
amazing.
excited to
Yeah,
be doing that. So stay
I love
tuned. That's coming soon.
That's it. So we think we're going to have the M Bakery next to Labels open in the next 30 days. So maybe
Yes.
by September 1.
Yes,
Let's-
mid-September,
if we can-
give a little.
If we can nudge the Indian River County permitting people along a little bit, right?
Yes.
I know. And it's a great location. Now, and also for those that, it'll be air conditioned.
Yes.
For those people that can't do sitting out back, but I love that little area back there behind Hazel House.
It's so cute. And
It's magical.
During season, we were
Yes.
just like lions down to
I
the
know.
stop sign.
I know.
And my mother's like you. She's like, I love you, honey, but the heat in me.
Can't do it. Cannot do
Yes.
it. That's exciting. That's okay. Now, there are some other things that you were mentioning, some other projects that you're working on. Can you share
Yes.
those with us?
Well, I for many years worked as a model in front of the camera, behind the camera, been on runways in Europe, the U.S., and I started working as creative director for Live about 5 months ago, and I realized that we were bringing in friend models from all over the places. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I start an agency to locate local talent that I can train and put in front of our advertisers. What I do know is that no matter what the brand is, a face always takes it to the next level. And so locating local talent that I can nurture and put in the face of our advertisers is just a win-win situation.
Yeah.
And we are starting our first school in September. We're taking 25 students,
Okay.
our first casting, which will be advertised this month in September.
Yeah.
And we are confident that we'll be able to find some local talent to put in front of our advertisers, as well as be connected to my agency out of New York to help them if they want to continue outside of local.
That's fantastic. Now, what age group are you looking at for these?
7 years old,
Okay.
all the way up to 60.
Okay.
We have a kids
Right.
a department, and then from 13 on to
Yes.
18 when we do, and then a more mature age group.
Sure.
Because I love to see 40s, 50s,
Yeah.
60s work the runway because
Thank you.
it's in now.
Yeah,
So.
it is. It is. We're not going anywhere.
Yes.
That's what it is. So that's fantastic.
There's beauty across the board. All
Yes, there
ages.
is. There is. And I think everybody at every age has some beauty, and you have to kind of feel it. And then if you feel it, then it's going to show.
Yes.
And I think that, and working with you, and you said it's a school. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so it's actually a 4-week training for the beginners where we take them. I'm bringing in all of my friends from Hollywood, everywhere, from directors, movement. We have a friend who is a big fashion model, but also she is viral. Her yoga program is viral. So she'll come and teach movement, how to connect with the camera. Me as a director, being in front of the camera, behind the camera, we're bringing resources that are in the industry so that they can get real training out of these 4 weeks. We create their portfolio, both print, but as well as digital. And after the 4 weeks, they can continue, because at the end of the program, which is 1 year after, we're hosting the largest fashion week that Vero has ever seen, called Vero Couture, which is the name of my company, in partnership with Live Vero.
Okay.
And the reason why the creative direction for Live Vero is, I jumped on this opportunity because I saw that there was a space. My passion is the creative part of this. And I see a space where I knew that I can fulfill a need for advertisers to advertise in a place that's not the same old, song that has been going on.
Right.
We're offering great creativity, because to me, a cover is everything. In order for me to get to the next point, the cover has to look good. So we focus on beautiful covers, but also storytelling, covering those stories that are unique.
Yes.
And you talked earlier about the lagoon. This next issue is completely about the environment.
Is it? Yes.
Yes.
It's so important, obviously, in Vero. Cindy, I'm going to show this. We have, you could just do my camera. This is our Live Vero. This is June, July, right? And then August, or no, this is May, June, 2025. They're so beautiful. And there's so much great photography in there. But all of your covers are definitely, they're just stunning. They're great book tape, on a tabletop. But now how long you've been there? 5 months with Live. Okay. And it's called Live Vero.
Yes.
And their tagline is Live Elevated.
Yes.
I love that line. I think that's great. I think it says a lot about what you're trying to do. What drew you to this particular magazine? And obviously it's aligning really nicely with the work that you're doing.
Yes. So, I've been creative directing for at least 20 years, working with publications. And I always love telling stories through photographs. And so the publisher, owners of Live Vero, Jim and Diane Field, they came to me at the Airstream in Bakery.
Really?
They heard about me and we sat down.
Yep.
And I just felt like life was saying to me that this was a great relationship and there was something manifesting just organically. And the first shoot I did, which was in December, it was just, I said, let me go and just creative direct a food cover.
Yeah.
And they instantly saw a great people responding.
Yes.
And we sat down for it and I said, you know what, I really think I can take this to the next level. And so it started with the next cover, which was even more bolder. We covered farmers out west, two farmers that when my sister went through breast cancer, I took her to this farm too, because I believe that fruit and veggies, let's start at the bottom, the baseline. And so I was living in Europe at the time and I had to leave. And when I came back, my sister said that these guys sent boxes of food to her weeks and weeks. And so I knew it was the first story I wanted to cover. So that first cover shot, the weather was against us. We had we thought that we cannot get the shot. I saw a tractor in the corner of my eye and the rain stopped just for a few minutes.
Right.
And we went there and all the pieces of that cover came together. And I think it was one of the most powerful pieces that I had ever worked on because it was about feeling. And that's what Live Vero allows me to do is to create stories that people actually feel.
Yes. You're so passionate about it. I love it. I love it. It's fantastic. Listen, I have to pay for this with a couple commercials, but we'll be back after that to continue talking about this with Chris Foster, the creative director of Live Vero magazine here in Vero. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Riverside Theater's Comedy Zone, where the comedy is wild, untamed, and downright hilarious. Hit the zone this Friday and Saturday night at 6:30 and 8:30 for the Treasure Coast's best live stand-up comedy show, featuring nationally recognized comedians with cabaret-style seating and food and drink table service. Buy tickets at riversidetheater.com and get ready for a night of non-stop laughs.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock tariff-free coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats, and chairs in the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of American-made Telescope, Berlin Gardens, and Pollywood all with no tariff ever. We specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Right now, we're having a summer sale with lots of great markdowns and discounts on everything you need for your Florida home, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street, filled with lots of name brand closeouts and sale items. Come in now for our summer sale and visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Big news, Treasure Coast. Your favorite mortgage team just got even better. Introducing the same trusted faces you know and love, now with Union Home Mortgage.
Hi, this is Shannon Pohl.
Hi, this is Lucy Cranker.
And these high-producing team members bring decades of experience, unwavering honesty, and hearts of gold to every home loan. And here's the best part. Same local processing, underwriting, and appraisers you rely on. Contact Union Home Mortgage.
Visit us online at shannoncpohl.com
and lucycranker.com.
Hello, and we are back with Chris Foster, the creative director of Live Vero magazine. It's such an exciting opportunity, and you've taken this to another level, and it's actually going to continue to go to different levels. We don't have much time, but we want to talk about a couple things. You want to get back to the school, what we're doing with the
Sure.
with the models. I guess they're going to call them models. What do you call them?
Yes. Well, well, maybe they don't know they're models, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So we hold our first casting call, which will be advertised everywhere on the social media on Live Vero magazine. That happens in mid-August to late August. We're doing an initial casting call.
Okay.
And so what we do is try to locate faces that we believe can go to the next level with us.
Mm-hmm.
And that comes through a test.
Yeah.
And we have our photographers there, our videographers. So we'll first start with them coming in, and we'll be able to make a cut from there.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll go through the next round, which is actually the print test.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go and take photos to see how they translate through the camera,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll do an on-set live video test with them.
Yeah.
And then we pick 25 of them to go through our 4-week training.
Mm-hmm.
And then 4 weeks after that, they can advance to the intermediate, and then to advance. The point of this is to getting them a place where I feel that they're ready to be in front of an advertiser.
Right. Right.
And then at next year, we're hosting Vero Couture show, which will be featuring a local designer who lived in Vero, moved away to Europe, and became a incredible, successful designer.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be headlining with us, as well as another designer as well, and we'll be adding all of our models that we have trained in the show for that is mixed in with professional mainstream models that have been in the industry for a while.
That's exciting.
All partnering with Liv.
Will they? Will it cost something for these people to get into the school?
So yes, we are the cost for the packages is from $1,200 to $1,900,
Mm-hmm.
and that literally is just paying for all the portfolio work, the photographers
Sure.
coming in, and all of that. So.
There's
Yes.
a lot. It is expensive, but I mean, for the people who are interested in doing that, and like you said, you're probably going to seek out people. You know people around town. You're like, that one.
Yes.
That one.
We're on
That
our
one.
search.
Yeah. Go to M Bakery. Go hang out at M Bakery. That's what people used to do in California, right?
That's
They'd go to
right.
certain coffee shops where they knew that the producers and people would be there.
You might be seen.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay. And real quick, we've got just about a minute. Tell me a little bit what's going on that's really big, though, with Liv is what's going on in the digital side of that business.
Yes. And I first think, Jim and Diane, I'm not easy because I'm very, I don't believe in gray spaces. It's black or white because I believe we get to truth when we tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And so I told them, in order for me to be in there, this is what I require. So what is going on in the digital world is we launched this platform that I am literally interviewing all of the advertisers out of their comfort zone. And we create this short kind of film-like interview
Mm-hmm.
that really, I ask the questions, I ask the questions and find out the story. How did it start? Where's this going? Why are, what do you want your customers to know about your brand?
Right.
And we put it together in a short film, and it's really beautiful. It's uplifting, and people are responding. And we've tried many different things, and this is what we feel is working like phenomenally.
That's awesome. Well, I'm going to be a part of it. Chris Foster, thank you so much for coming.
Thank
you guys, check out your new Live magazine. It's coming out, Live Vero magazine. The next one is out. We appreciate you being here, Chris. Love seeing you always. Guys, be safe out there. We'll see you here next week. Appreciate you being here. Stay safe and stay cool. We'll see you here next week. Bye-bye.